Introducing our three judges, scoring from ringside, Tim Cheatham, Dave Moretti, and Steve Weisfeld. All right, fans, here we go with a bout you've all been waiting for. The heavyweight world title trilogy, Fury versus Wilder 3, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC and lineal heavyweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet 7 inches, wearing red trunks with black trim, and hailing from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He weighed in at 238 pounds, the 2008 U.S. Olympic bronze medalist with a sensational professional record of 42 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw, with 41 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, seeking to avenge his only loss and regain the title in his 13th consecutive world title appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the hard-hitting former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the red corner, being undefeated WBC lineal heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Bitch ass. And now to give instructions, our third man of the ring, the referee in charge, Russell Mora.
You're good. These trunks are high. I'm going to let you work on this belt line. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch up.
They've been kept away from each other in a stare down all week. And there you see why. Mercifully, the talking will stop. Round number 1 in the third fight. And Wilder comes out, lands a jab to the body, and another jab immediately. Wilder already looks more active, and you have to like the look of that, Andre.
Yeah, he's trying to set the tone early, and I like that he's going to the body where it's easier to hit, and you got a greater chance to land it than you do to the head. So nice. Good move right now from Deontay Wilder. Nice
right hand to the body off the jab. A very different Deontay Wilder. We're talking 25 seconds, Lennox, into the first fight, into this first round.
Yeah, he wants to get it. He wants to punch down to his body, then bring it up to the head. Get him looking down and worried about the bottom of his body, and then come over the right with his right hand.
Wilder throwing that stick out. We have not seen a strong jab in a long time. We have not seen an outstanding work rate from Wilder in a long time. He looks outstanding in the first minute of this fight.
He's got Fury on his back foot a little bit, guessing, because he's not just trying to come forward. I'm talking about Wilder. He's being very successful with his approach coming forward.
If I was Tyson Fury right now, I'd be jabbing him back to the belly too.
Fury is trying to assess what's happening right now. He's looking at Wilder. Wilder again is turned a little more, with his left side forward. So he's just showing that left shoulder and then snapping out a strong, long jab.
Wilder's going to be coming up top just here shortly with that right hand.
In these small bits of success that Wilder has had in these first 2 fights, it has come when he's been active. Now comes Tyson Fury, and he throws a right hand and then grabs immediately. Surprising. In the second fight, he would wall and put his body weight on Wilder. But the demeanor, the fighting spirit, already looks different from Wilder.
Well, Wilder has a game plan this time. He's not just relying on that right hand, and that's what we wanted to see unfold, to see what changes were made and what his game plan was going to be. And it looks like he's trying to set the right hand up.
Fury is very good at dodging that right hand, but Wilder throwing it is an outstanding sign for him.
Wilder should throw that jab to the belly, then to the head, and mix it up, not just to the belly.
Well, he's coming up top. He's just taking his time right now.
Already Deontay Wilder throwing 12 jabs in this round. That is an outstanding sign. Again, Fury has not been damaged, but he's taken some body shots, and already these are scoring shots from Deontay Wilder.
Those aren't just scoring, but they're doing damage that show up as the fight progresses.
Fury knows he's in a very different battle. You can see in the look in his eyes, and he sees lands a hook, stepping forward.
Stop! Let go! Let go!
Again, you can only control certain things, but you can control the work rate, and Wilder looks different in the third fight. One-two from Fury. He starts to get into a rhythm. We've been saying all night, we will learn a lot. Oh! Big 1-2 by Fury.
Stop! Let go! Let go! Stop!
Fury came in good with that right hand there at the last seconds of the round.
Deontay Wilder, and then Fury at the end of the round showed, oh no, I'm the king, and landed a beautiful right hand. Round 2, scheduled for the championship 12. Wilder jabbing immediately. Fury not showing the same head movement that he did in the first fight, where he was constantly moving his head and feinting and double feinting.
Yeah, he's not moving his upper body or his legs like he was in the first 2 fights.
Wilder touched with the right hand and looked off balance. I don't know if he was hurt or just lost his way.
But I think Fury, like you said, Brian, was just processing because Deontay came out so sharp.
Yeah.
And he applied a game plan that he hadn't applied before.
Hard shot right on the belt. Right on the belt line. That's a legal shot. It's right over the belly button.
Wilder's telegraphing his right hand when he shouldn't be. He's got to set it up with the jab or something else, or a jab to the belly.
Lennox, you have to like the work rate, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I like
showing something here.
Well, I like the work rate. You realize the last fight he didn't go to the stomach and the belly, but this fight he's definitely going to the belly. And I know that's Malik Scott telling him to do that.
But Wilder was brought along very slowly after winning the Olympic bronze medal. Started boxing at the age of 19. But again, by the time he fought for the title in Brabant-Stavern, he showed a good, hard jab. And that made all the difference in the world. He's gotten away from that, fell in love with his power, and has been really losing rounds over his last 5 fights. But he's able to bail himself out with his tremendous power. Fury, reeling back, does not want to get anywhere near that right hand. Fury back to showing respect. Yeah. See that? He was like, no, getting out of here.
See, that's what Deontay has to worry about, because Tyson Fury knows what he's trying to do right now and block that, and it's really block that jab to the belly and come back with a left right.
You're holding.
Good body shot. Russell Mora, good job.
I got you. Come on.
Mora getting in there and said, look, you can let those guys punch out of that. Let them box. Good job by Russell Mora.
Both fighters in that exchange are giving just as much as they're getting.
Nice right hand, Wilder. Able to touch him. Back comes Fury. And that's the second time, Andre, we've seen that. Fury lands right hand and clutches.
Let go.
I don't think he's comfortable right now to let both hands go. He wants to kind of land a 1-2 and make sure he's secure and safe.
Hands are free.
And then reset.
I agree completely with what you said, Andre. I'm looking and thinking, every time Fury throws a shot, you wonder if it's going to be the end of the night. You know, I mean, on both sides.
These are 2 big men.
Fury coming in 277 pounds.
Let him go.
Again, he was 256 in the first fight, where he was fighting more like a welterweight or a middleweight. But this time he's fighting like a huge man that he is. But Wilder has a lot more strength, a lot more of a fighting spirit in this bout.
Every time that Fury comes in, he's trying to throw that short uppercut inside. That was really successful with him.
Immediately.
They got too much history, too much animus for it to be a bad fight. It's impossible with these two.
Well, I wonder though, Andre, second fight after the beatdown, did Wilder have enough to come back? He is showing that he does.
Right now he's showing that he does, absolutely.
Round 3, and Deontay Wilder taking the initiative, but Fury has certainly had some very good, powerful answers on the other way. He's outlanding Deontay Wilder 19-12.
Now you see Fury getting into his signature feigning and moving, and that's what he likes to do. He likes to feint, freeze the opponent, and then come with the 1-2. Just like that.
Fury is very dangerous coming in with that right hand, no question. He looks powerful. Everything they throw, it could be good night. Stepping in with the jab, and now holding on to Wilder. And again, I'll repeat something, Lennox, that you said. I believe it was in the early rounds of that second fight. If Deontay isn't jabbing, Tyson will jab.
Yes.
But Deontay is jabbing and taking the initiative.
He's jabbing, he's also throwing a left hook. And this is what I want to see, a more variation of his punches.
Good jab to the body from Wilder.
Yeah, he can't go away from that. That was great work in the first round. He kind of got away from it in the second round. He's got to stay downstairs as this fight keeps progressing.
You know, it's going to be interesting how to score these rounds already. Well, we're processing everything we're seeing. Larry Hazard is with us, but even in that first round.
Stop. Look at me. Don't put him in a headlock.
All right, Russell Morris said don't put him in a headlock and emphasized that and insisted that Fury pay attention to him. Good job by the ref. Good stiff jab by Fury.
I don't know about not putting him in a headlock. If he ducks his head, I'm going to make sure he can't hit me while he's down there. So I'm not sure what Morris is talking about with that one.
Wild shots, big right hand. There's a signature right by Wilder. Grazing shot, but it's dangerous.
Okay, stop.
Also, every right hand Fury throws looks dangerous, Lennox.
Yeah.
That just grazed him, but wow, that's Wilder doing that. Good stiff jab by Tyson Fury. Wilder loads up on the right hand.
Took a shot right there. He just missed Fury.
Hey, look, you got to throw. That's your chance. Wilder tries. Fury's still good with his head. Getting out of the way.
Wilder has to be careful that he doesn't exert himself throwing these right hands and missing. He's got to be more accurate with it. And where he wasn't missing was to the body.
I mentioned that first round is going to be interesting in how it's scored. In that Fury landed a beautiful right hand at the end of the round, but Wilder was really getting the better of it there. Another right hand. And Wilder, down goes Wilder. Fury put him down with the right hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Put your hands up.
Fellas.
Come here.
He's hurt.
Can he step to Russell Mora?
You want to fight?
He says he wants to continue. That right hand so dangerous from Fury.
15 seconds on the clock.
This time he hits him with another right hand. He nailed Wilder with that. 10 seconds to go. Can he survive? The champ answering uppercut by Fury. Another shot. Wilder out of control. Eats a hook. And another. And that's the round. Wilder has a minute to recover.
Fury, you got to jump back on Deontay Wilder. He's better than he was before the round ended, or when the round ended, but he's not all the way back.
Huge knockdown by Tyson Fury. Again, you have 1 minute to recover. Can Deontay Wilder recover? Does not look very solid as of right now.
Yeah, he doesn't look steady on his feet. He's walking around. He needs to keep his feet, shoulder width apart. And on his toes. He needs to be on his toes.
But it's a fine line because Wilder's still dangerous.
Wilder is dangerous, but he's hurt. He's in the corner, and now the Gypsy King is mauling him once again, just as he did in the second fight.
This is where the Gypsy King should take a step back. Because he's got Deontay in the corner, Deontay can't go anywhere. This is where he should throw his combinations.
That's the third time Tyson Fury has put Wilder on the deck. Twice in the second fight, third round with a big right hand, the fifth round with a hook to the body. That was a right hand that put Wilder down this time around.
Let him go. Stop. Stop.
Can't say it's not exciting, guys.
Yeah.
Wilder pawing now with the jab.
Stop. Let go. Stop. Stop.
Fascinating change in this fight, where again Fury is backing up a lot of the time, but answering with a jab and a right hand, and a thunderous, at times, right hand.
Let me tell you, that's the mistake when you throw power punches early. You get tired quicker.
Well, it's not just that, Lennox. You got to understand that Wilder has a lot more mass on him, too. Good body shot right there from Tyson Fury. So he's going to fatigue quicker than he even normally would without the mass.
Yeah, this is where weightlifting doesn't work for boxing. You got to do the right weightlifting.
Fury doesn't look steady, guys. He backs up now. Fury gets him up against the ropes. Although you have to say, Wilder shows real guts. Again, he never quit in the second fight. He didn't want it to be stopped. He protested immediately, and he got up and he survived that third round.
I'll tell you what, the ref's got his work cut out for him in this fight.
Moore's got to earn his money tonight.
And he's got the big guys, so he's doing a lot of pushing right now.
Right hand by Wilder. Judo shot. Down goes Fury.
Whoa.
Wilder with the answer.
Whoa.
He's hurt.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Put your hands up. Come here. Give me your glove.
Fury says, yes, of course I'm all right. Big right hand and a thunderous answer. by Wilder. Fury is hurt. Uppercut. And a hook. Wilder with his big chance. Can he get the title back? Big right hand from Fury.
Wilder's got to get...
And down goes Fury again.
He's hurt, fellas.
4,
Wow.
5, over there. 6,
Fury
7,
back up. Final seconds.
8. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Give me your glove.
That's the end of the
You
round.
okay?
But he has to be ready. That's
Fellas,
the end.
that was an extremely slow count on both of those knockdowns. I don't know what that was about for more, but
So that was off balance by Fury, but he still went down. It still hurt. 3 knockdowns already in this fight. As we get into round number 5, heavyweight championship of the world, it has more than lived up to the billing already. Wilder looks slightly gassed, but he is still able to throw a big right hand from distance.
Let go. I got you.
You see the punches landed. I've got to, Lennox, I've got to just get it off the screen. Let's count knockdowns.
Wilder wants to set his shots up. He doesn't want to waste any shots. Just in case Tyson Fury is able to recover, there's still a lot more fight to be fought because it's only the 5th round.
Good jab by Fury. Fury looks pretty good.
He's not all the way back yet. He's not all the way back yet.
Now Wilder comes in. Wilder certainly has lost a little fuel in the tank. No doubt. He doesn't look as crisp, but those punches are hard.
When Tyson Fury got hit there, he basically took that punch.
Look at Fury. Beautiful left and right, straight up the middle, and knocks Wilder's head sideways.
That got his attention for sure.
Wow. These are big shots, big uppercut. Mora lets him wrestle out. They can punch out of that.
Hands are free. Your hands are free.
On the ropes. Wilder tiring. That's 280 pounds of Tyson Fury leaning on Wilder. Round number 5, so much has happened. Wilder answers with the right hand. Just when you think one man has the better of it, there's another big right hand. Just miss. He is able to touch Fury with that right hand more than ever. Now he backs Fury into the corner.
Stop.
Furious, thunderous fighting for the heavyweight title.
Fury's defense does not look like he's on point like he was in those first 2 fights.
Yeah, he's not moving his head.
He looks like he's a little off. And this is a game of inches, fellas.
In that first fight, Tyson Fury was able to miss with that right hand.
They both tried to go home early with that one.
Home run shots, final minute of round 5.
Fury has to get back to his boxing.
Okay, stop. Let go. No punches.
Yeah, he's come in as a puncher here, Lennox.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he's a puncher, but he's got to get back into the boxing. He's got to throw more jabs before coming back with that power punch.
Wilder is not allowed a lot of that. Again, when Wilder is active, Fury has to step back. He has to respect that power. But Fury has been the man with tremendous power. 3 knockdowns in the fight, 1 for Fury, 2 for Wilder. Tries another right hand.
Both fighters should keep going to that body. If you're going to be inside, you might as well make the most of it and dig a couple shots, short shots underneath.
So much has happened. The early jabs from Deontay Wilder looked like he had his fighting spirit back. The 3 knockdowns.
2 knockdowns. That last round's a 10-7 round.
Brian, back to you.
Round 6. And Max, I'm with you. I thought this was a huge fight for Wilder's legacy. A win would make that second fight look like a blip on the record, but a bad night would make it a loss, would really call his whole reign into question. I think Wilder's answered beautifully here tonight, no matter what happens, but Tyson Fury has answered back as well. Amazing. 3 knockdowns in this fight.
Yeah, this is a huge fight for both fighters' legacy. Not just Deontay Wilder.
And it's a war of attrition already. Brian Kenny, Lennox Lewis, Andre Ward. Lennox, your thoughts as both guys look sometimes powerful, other times they look gassed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's conserving energy and basically coming out with the right punches at the right time. Right now, Deontay can't afford to miss punches and use up his energy. Tyson Fury
is winging power shots now, and Wilder almost takes a knee but does not.
Tyson Fury's coming in with that left-right, also bumping you with the body right after it.
Deontay looks a little fresher than Fury to me right now. Even with the extra weight, and even with the extra mass, you wonder, but so far, so good.
All right, there's Larry Hazard. You see right there, he's got Wilder up 47-45 with the 10-7 round in the 4th. I don't see many 10-7s.
Let go.
10-8 round the other way. Fury with the knockdown. And both men looked badly hurt. That's the other thing to emphasize here. Bombs.
Good answer from Wilder after the big right hand from Fury. Neither man wanting to give an inch.
Now they maul on the inside. No question. Deontay Wilder showed a hard jab from the outset, hard right hands, and has been able to back Fury up, but when Fury counters, it is nasty. Both men look badly hurt in this fight already. Barely climbing off the deck.
It's only the 6th round.
Yeah, halfway through, right hands. Wilder tries to weather the storm. Steps back in with his own shot. Fury starting to move his own head. Caught him with the right hand. Wilder back against the ropes. It didn't get him 100%, but it certainly clipped him. Uppercut.
There's that uppercut by...
I think that was the correct call, but others might argue. Hard right hand from Fury. He's got Wilder on the ropes. Wilder's not want to be there.
Wilder looks really tired right now. He's got to be careful because when he's throwing his punches, leaving himself open.
And they both look tired right now to me, champ.
No question. Final 10 seconds, round number 6. Haymaker from Wilder, but he's able to duck under that right hand from Fury. The dangerous right hand from the champ.
Every time a fighter makes a mistake, the other one tries to capitalize, and they're not capitalizing or taking advantage of the mistake with pity-pat shots. They're
his head down. He's got to keep his composure and keep his head up.
As we said before the fight, you think you know, but you don't know. And round 7 here, 3 knockdowns. Wilder has put Fury down on the deck twice. Each time it looked like Fury might not answer the bell, but there's a hard shot again. And certainly Wilder, when he went down, it did not look good. Wilder's been down once, Fury twice.
Right, there are no guarantees in the heavyweight division.
You have to like the way Wilder has responded, though. After the beatdown, after all the excuses, fires his trainer, but he comes back like a man here tonight.
Wilder has to be careful. Although he's tired, he can't be throwing these wild punches. That's just going to exert him even more and leave himself open for Tyson Fury to counterpunch.
He does look tired, no question. Legs not as steady, not as sturdy as Tyson Fury's.
Stop! Let go!
Russell Moore, yeah, he's busy in there. A lot to do. Fury able to get out of the way, slipping that right hand. It goes back to the body.
Good body shot from Deontay right there. Brought the left behind the right.
Andre, I would think, though, that for Wilder to have a real shot, they've got to be at distance, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, he doesn't want Fury leaning on him where he's putting pressure on his back. That's hard. But inside, Deontay Wilder is giving just as much as he's getting.
Big right hand by Fury.
But Wilder's getting ready to try to land that right hand.
And that just grazed his chin.
Stop! Stop!
Even when Wilder's hurt, you can see him thinking if he just gets closer, I'm going to land this right hand. He's always dangerous.
Tyson Fury hit him with a right hand, but he's smothering himself when he can't throw any more punches. He's got to throw that left, right, and keep the distance so he can
he doesn't want to get hit with the counter.
It's a pitched battle here in the 7th round, heavyweight championship of the world. That looked low from Fury. Moore says move those shots up. Right hand cupping shot. Oh, now Wilder gets hit with the right hand to the side of his head. Answers back. There is a vintage right hand from Wilder.
This is where Tyson Fury needs to throw his punch. Deontay just threw 5 punches and missed. This is where you have to come back.
He landed there, landed the jab, landed the right hand. There's 35 seconds left. Wilder looked like he was going to goodnight.
Wilder's looking tired. He has to keep that composure.
Takes a right hand again. Yeah, he is stumbling back toward the corner. But every time it looks like he's done, he has an answer. You wonder how often he can keep doing that.
And that answer is the big right hand.
What a fantastic round. Again, we talk trilogies, and you hate to compare anything to Frazier Ali or even Bo Holyfield, but wow, that round was something else. It's 4 rounds, but I'm throwing the punch stats out the window at this point because it's a war. It's a war. Both guys look like they might not be standing in the next 30 seconds. Both are still throwing hard shots, and both showing incredible will to continue this fight at a high level. Wilder looks fairly wobbly, but he's still able to fire. Fury now looks like he has more energy, moving forward. Wilder backing up each jab.
Wilder's moving the wrong way. He's moving right into the right hand.
And he can't be moving backwards either, Lennox.
No.
It's a dangerous place. He doesn't fight well, backing up. Right hand by Fury. Wilder on the ropes.
Wilder looked very
He blocked
fatigued.
that shot, but not the second right hand, and the uppercut strafes the front of his face.
He looked very fatigued in that corner in between rounds. I think he's still trying to get his breath back. He's trying to catch a second wind right now.
Larry Hazard, our unofficial scorer, has it even so far. Again, I'll let him deal with that. You can't look away. This is a hard-hitting home run battle. Hard right hand by Deontay Wilder.
That's what Fury has to stop letting Deontay Wilder do. Wilder likes to take that big step forward to get maximum power, and for whatever reason, Wilder's right in line. Fury's right in line to get hit by the right hand.
Yeah, he should be taking a step backwards.
Landed with the hook. He got underneath and was able to duck under the Fury right hand, but got hit with a combination. Wilder looks hurt, but he takes a step forward. Fury is landing hard shots. The will of both champions being tested. Wilder now backing up again.
Like I said, Wilder is moving the wrong way. Fury throws a good looping right hand that way. And Wilder has his hands down as well. He needs to keep his defense in check.
Right hand lands for Fury. Another right hand. Wilder is wobbled. He's got a minute to go in this 8th round.
Tyson Fury's got to push Wilder off of him, reset, and go right back to him right now because he's not only hurt, but he's fatigued.
Again, the judges could have this fight even. Larry Hazard has it even right now. Big right hand. You had the feeling this is not going to go to the scorecards, but we don't know.
I highly doubt it.
I don't think so either, Andre. I don't think so.
I'd be shocked.
Punches in the back of the head.
I mean, they're just wobbling around there now, but their upper half has a lot of fight left in them. Legs, I'm not sure about.
Wilder's taking some hellacious 1-2s from Tyson Fury, and he's answering with his own shots right now.
Again, Wilder is one of the biggest punchers in the history of the heavyweight division, but it's Tyson Fury who seemingly has the heavier hands here tonight.
Here comes Wilder.
He's just not there.
Yeah, once Tyson Fury has him missing, he's got to counterpunch him. He's got to hit him.
Snaps him back with the jab, but Wilder has enough energy to get underneath and slip the right hand. Tyson Fury outlanding Deontay Wilder 90